Welcome everybody. So today I want to show you how to do the background to this process. So start where you are. The background, you can kind of see some of the writing that shows through. I'm going to use Inktense pencils. They're like watercolor pencils, but they're more intense, hence the name. So they just are more heavily pigmented and I really like them and they're really easy to use. So this process I learned from the Journal Junkies, and if you get a chance to, they are amazing and inspiring and you should totally check out the Journal Junkies. They have a couple books. I bought both of them. They're awesome. So you can see I've already done most of this already. So for this process, the start where you are, it's just kind of like a brainstorm. You're just going to decide what colors you want, and then you're going to start writing. So whatever you want to write about, that's what you're gonna write about. So really, and we're going to cover parts of this up. So you can see in this one, like some of the words kind of show through a little bit, but like you can write as like intricate or as detailed or as intense or as fluffy as you want to go. So whatever you're feeling, you're just going to be writing it down, and then every so often, like you can make it all the same color, you can change colors. But the main thing when you're writing is to try to keep it pretty tightly compacted, because that ends up looking better than if you don't. Now, I just kind of filled in that last little bit right there just so you could see the process of it. Now, once I have this all written out, the part of the start where you are bit, there's lots of different ways to do it. Like I said, the Journal Junkies are amazing and you can kind of adapt lots of their stuff to whatever you want. But so once you have the writing on here, the prompt I use is start where you are. Like, where am I? What is in my brain right now? And I add it on there. So, and then once you have this, then you're going to go through and you're going to read through it and you're going to make a list of important words. Now, since we're going to cover this up, it doesn't matter whether you spelled things correctly, whatever, just get it on the thing. And then I just went through and I collected a bunch of words that just stood out to me as something that's important to me right now. Although like right there, so like this one says working, so I'm just gonna add on to my list. So the goal for the list is like, I don't know, 5 to 15 words of things that stand out to you, and we'll use those later. So the next part of this, which is kind of the fun part that makes it more of a background, I like the energy that it leaves, like the texture it leaves having these. But the fun part about the Inktense that works a little bit better than the watercolor pencils that I've used in the past is how bright you get of a color just from activating the ink with water. So all you really need, now I'm using a fan brush, you can use whatever kind of brush you want, you could use your fingers, but I'm just gonna kind of like brush around a little bit with this, and you can see like some of my words have fully disappeared. Some of them, like if I only do it real lightly, they'll stay. If I do a lot of water like I did with the yellow, it'll completely disappear. But I like the effect that it does from leaving, a little bit of the writing, so it adds just a little bit more visual interest. So go ahead and activate these as much as you want with the water after you do all the writing, and then I'll see you in the next step. Thanks, everybody.